Well, I didn't think I'd be doing this in this manner, but here we are. I'd like to take a few moments to reflect on what South High Community School has meant to me. One aspect which delineates South High from other institutions of secondary education is the acceptance of diversity. With students from over 70 countries, in the hallway it was easy to hear conversations in a multitude of languages between students of all backgrounds. It was a place where people of all kinds were able to feel safe. It was a place where people could be open about who they were. And it was a place where diversity and difference were embraced. As some of you may know, I'm autistic. My brain is fundamentally different from those of the majority of people, but I do not see myself as lesser or disadvantaged. Instead, I view deviation as a key part of any functional society. As James Madison expressed in the 10th Federalist paper, a society in which all thought is the same ameliorates disagreement or issues of faction, but is untenable because it would mean the destruction of liberty. Eugenic and totalitarian states fail for this reason, as they attempt to force all individuals to conform to a mold, thus destroying much of the potential brought by distinction. At South High Community School, difference was supported. I was able to find comrades who accepted me regardless of my variances, and I was unapologetic about my differences. I see the world very differently than many of you. Not worse or better, mind you, but differently. I was able to reach where I currently am, not in spite of being different, but because of it. Because I was able to look at problems and solve them in unanticipated ways. However, it was also because I went to a high school that valued variety and experience and existence. Because I was able to build a network of others whose strengths complemented mine. Because I was able to get the support I needed to thrive in the environment. Because I had the opportunity to take 12 AP courses. 12 AP courses that I was able to take because South gave me the opportunity to do so. I am thankful for this, as I would not have been able to learn as much without these courses, taught by gifted teachers and with like-minded peers motivated by success in learning. Most people haven't taken 12 AP courses, and many would not want to. However, all types of people have potential because of our differences. Differences which I was proud to embrace as a South High Community School student. In the world, it can be difficult to be different, but it's important to do so to advance society. Society does not advance by people conforming to the status quo, as the status quo is the enemy of progress. At South, I have been glad to be part of a community that rejects the status quo and embraces diversity. We live in a world that is increasingly intolerant and rejecting of diversity. However, in order to have the best world for all people, it is imperative to reject intolerance and increase diversity. This is not easy when a world is locked down, but more broadly opposed to this goal. In order to challenge the order, it is necessary to be unapologetic about differences. I can't do this alone. But I know the class of 2020, in all its variety of people, can do this. There will be people who won't respect your differences. Demand respect for yourself and for others. Don't let them force you to hide it. You can do this. The class of 2020 has shown they are capable of being the change we want to see. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This isn't just a class of students, although it is that. It is a class of Nobel Prize winners, of presidents, of artists, of creators. Thank you, South High, and may we have 2020 vision for the future.